Welcome you. My name is Ellen, for those of you who might not have guessed that. And my husband Terry and I, in fact, we're having dinner in the other dining room. Really want to welcome you. It's a pleasure having all of you. Enjoy your dinner tonight. We are happy to answer any questions that we can. Feel free to roam around. Want me to give just a little bit of history? The inn actually was started by my mother. As I said, we grew up in Bexley, and she divorced my father after 27 years of marriage and decided her background was in human resource development and consulting and doing pre-retirement programs for large corporations. And decided, spent a lot of time in the Hockey Hills, decided that really it was as pretty as any place she had been, and wanted to start to look for property and do an inn and bed and breakfast. So have any of you stayed in an inn or a bed and breakfast before? So you know that, I mean, it's something that's, you're passionate about. This is not a business that we make any money at. You absolutely love what you're doing and you love the people you're with, and that's what it's all about. So my mother bought the property from Mary Kirklis, who built, her great-great-grandfather built the original log cabin, which is that one. So it was built in the early 1800s. They had a kitchen about 1880, and she bought in 85, but it took her about 2.5 years to get up and running because she didn't have any money. She divorced my dad, was really stone broke, would go out and make some money doing consulting, come back, do a little piece of the project. She hired Terry as her contractor. That's how he and I then met and married. So I moved down about 6 months before we opened. My background's in health education, and I have been here ever since. My mother passed away 4 years into the project. When we opened, we had the 9 rooms. You'll need to come back in the daylight. We have really expanded since that time, but when we opened with 9 rooms, and the dining was done in the very first log cabin where you came in. My mother lived in this log cabin, and she was our chef at that point in time. So she covered that end, and I sort of covered all the front of the house. When we first opened, we couldn't afford any staff, so it was she and I, and Terry was out doing contract work for other people, and he'd come back and he'd do the dishes for others. And the kitchen was always the heart of the home when we were growing up. So the thought of an open kitchen and being able to talk to guests while she was cooking and have the dining room right there really just absolutely met all of her needs. And before she passed away, she also had in her project that she really wanted to be able to do log cabins. So Terry was able to locate other log cabins. People started to call him because he was known for doing log cabin reconstruction. And he built her one, which is the one that she passed away in, and we had another one under construction that she passed in 1991. And then from there we've expanded to, we have a total of 6 log cabins. And our repeat guests, fortunately for us, guests love us and they come back a lot, said to us, we love the cabins and the idea that they're secluded, but we don't need full kitchen, living room, dining room. Think about something smaller in a mid-price range. And that's how we came into the cottages, which are across the road. Terry put in a half-mile road, and we went back to the bank and borrowed more money again and built 4 of them, and they were an instant success. And so we went back again and borrowed, and so we have 12 cottages. So between 9 rooms, 5 log cabins, and 12 cottages are pretty much what comprise the lodging, which is great because then we really have something different, not only price range, but totally different style to be able to offer guests. A full breakfast is included in the night's stay, doesn't matter where you stay with us. And dining is something we've done from the beginning. It's changed a little bit through the years. My mother did more of a, heavy creams and much more what I would call comfort cuisine. So really good beef stews, really good Johnny Marzetti's, everything made from scratch, apple crisp, those kinds of things. But we've evolved over the years. Guests said when we first opened it was 1 set menu, and guests said, well, we might have a little selection. So then we went to 3 entrees, and we've evolved to where we are today. Anthony will talk to you a little bit and tell you that we're getting ready to make another change within our menus as well. So our winter menu is going to showcase for the first time a la carte. We've never done a la carte before. Since you guys all love good food, you probably know that fine dining is a tough entity right now for us as well. And not only do our guests want to be able to have some more option, but what we're finding out is They love the food, they're not questioning that, but they don't want to eat 2 really big meals 2 nights in a row, let alone the price point. So we decided, let's do a la carte. If one night they want to eat a full 3-course menu, they can. If the next night they want to do soup and salad, they're able to do that as well. We're really thrilled that we just went on the ballots and won in November to be able to add on Sunday sales as well. We didn't have that when we went for our liquor license, maybe 7-8 years ago. And so now we're going to be able to do Sunday sales as soon as the state sends us that. What else? We do a full calendar of events. Cooking classes are our most popular one, which is our cooking baking class. We do 3 of those. Those are coming up in December. Wine tastings, those are a lot of fun. We create some besides. Okay, it's going to be Australian, for example. And everything we do is kind of follows the seasons.